Hey guys, how's it going? It is Itachi here again with a new PlayStation 4 tutorial. Now in today's video I will be showing you how you can edit your PlayStation 4 home screen, how you can add or remove PlayStation icons from your home screen so you can organize it, so you can clean it up a little bit and get rid of these applications that you just cannot use due to the fact that you have a jailbroken PlayStation. It is a very simple process, but I do want to preface this tutorial by saying that there are real risks involved here. Just due to the fact that you are going to be editing a database file to actually remove these files from, or these applications from your home screen, that just kind of comes with inherent risks. But it is very easy, it is very simple. I just want to preface this by saying that if you just kind of go in without watching the tutorial, that you could genuinely cause some trouble on your PlayStation. And obviously, I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for any of you guys, but it is very easy. So I guess let's begin. So there are three things that you are going to need. First one is a jailbroken PlayStation 4, of course. Second, you are going to need some sort of FTP client. I tend to use FileZilla. It is just what I prefer. You can use anything else, but FileZilla, in my opinion, is the easiest to use, and it is free. And then the next thing you need is this database browser file right here. I will have this linked in the description, of course. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you have to do on your PlayStation 4 is just go ahead and jailbreak it. It doesn't matter which host you use, just go ahead and jailbreak your PlayStation 4. And I am assuming that you know how to do that. Next, you have to go into the Gold Hen options within your settings menu here and enable the FTP server. Now, note that it says it is listening on port 2121. That is important. It comes into account when you have to connect via FileZilla. So I will go ahead and enable it there. And if for whatever reason you are unsure of what your PlayStation IP address is, you come down into the system settings here, go into system information, and right there your IP address is right below your system software. Now if you are not connected to your network via Wi-Fi or LAN cable, you will not have an IP address, so you do need to have an internet connection on your PlayStation to have an IP address. And then I'm just going to back out to the home menu, set my controller down, and hop back on the computer. So that is all you have to do on your PlayStation initially anyway. That's about all you have to do. And so the next thing is just connect to your PlayStation 4. So again, my IP address was 192.168.1.20. You don't have to worry about a username or password because there are none. Then the port 2121, go ahead and click Quick Connect, and we are in. Now this, of course, grants you full read and write access to the entirety of your PlayStation 4 hard drive. So to find the file that we're looking for, just follow me. So we are going to go to the system_data folder, and then within that folder there is another one called priv, P-R-I-V. Go ahead and click on that. And then down here there is a folder called MMS. So go into this folder, and now the file that we are looking for is this app.db file. Now to, transfer this to your computer so you can edit it, you will just click and drag and drop it onto your desktop. And for the time being, we are finished with FileZilla, but I will stay connected, so I will just minimize it. And so I will recommend you making a backup of this database file here. Now this is worth mentioning, okay, so listen closely to this. This backup is for the short-term use only. So once we make our changes and we change everything on our home screen, or you make them invisible, and let's just say you made one too many invisible, or you would rather have it go back to the way it looks, or something along those lines, then you can use this backup. You're totally fine in doing that. But once you delete a couple applications from your console or you install new Homebrew and you were to revert back to this old database file, this old backup, that is how you end up running into issues down the line. Now, I hope this makes sense. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to, make sure everyone's being careful and they don't do something that they don't mean to do. So just beware that you probably want to delete this backup, or at least make note that this is an old backup and that if you were to use it, you would, not potentially, you will mess things up. But that is just very important information there. But I do recommend backing it up just for the short term. So anyway, here we are going to extract this database browser here. And I will again have downloads for everything in the description below. So we're going to go ahead and enter our database folder here. Now there's a bunch of different files. You don't have to worry about any of them except for this one. Now there are two different database browsers here, one of them for SQL Cipher and one of them for SQL Lite. Now you want the SQL Lite, so just open that one up. And now here we are. This is the database browser. So it is very simple. You can either click on Open Database this way, or if you'd like, you can just come down here and drag and drop into here. But just for example purposes, I'll re-enter it here and I will go to Open Database. It's on my desktop and I will open app.db. Now it might look kind of confusing and a bit overwhelming initially, but don't worry about it. It is a very simple thing here. Just follow where I go. Under these tabs right here, these top 4 tabs, go under the Browse Data tab. And then right here, there is a drop-down menu next to the word table. Click on the drop-down menu. And this is all you need to worry about is the TBL_app browse underscore, and then there will be some numbers. I have no idea. I'm assuming the numbers are different for you than they are for me. That would make sense, but I have no idea if they're same or different. But just go to the app browse portion and click on it. Now, obviously, you will see that this is a list of every single application, Homebrew or otherwise, installed on your PlayStation 4. And that is about it. So it is pretty simple here, right? So just for simplicity's sake, I am going to move the table over, just kind of for the both of us here. So everything here on the left is the name of the application. And you can disregard all of these other tables except for this column right here, this column that says visible. You would notice that everything here that has a 0 is invisible, and everything that has a 1 is visible. So all of these applications from the top down to this blue box are invisible, meaning Remote Play or the PlayStation Store or the What's New tab or the Playroom. All of these are invisible, and some of these would otherwise be visible like they probably are on your PlayStation. So in order to make them invisible or remove them from your home screen, you just have to change the value from a 1 to a 0. Now, due to the fact that I have all of my applications already invisible, I will make a few of them visible just to show you here. So I will make the Playroom a number 1. So I'll bring that back. I guess I'll bring back the, where is it? I'll bring back the PlayStation Store, make that a number 1. What else here? I guess I'll do like one more thing. And I will bring back, well here, I will actually hide the library. How about that? So we'll change this to a 0. So I guess we'll just start out with that. So the library, 0. And also, by the way, before you save this database, kind of go through and make sure that you're not hiding applications that you actually want to be visible, because there is a lot going on in this table and it can be kind of easy to misclick, right? So the library is invisible, PlayStation Store will now be visible again, and the Playroom will be visible again. So I've made 3 changes total on here. Now to save this database again, you come up here to Write Changes. It is also in the File section here, Write Changes. It is just the equivalent to saving it, right? So we're going to save, and we're all set. So click X. And very, very easily, we are just going to open up FileZilla again. And you'll notice it says it disconnected from the server right here, but don't worry about it. Just kind of go back and then go back into the folder and you are still connected. So what I will do is bring this app.database file here, my edited app.database file, drag and drop it here. It will ask you if you want to overwrite the file, which yes, you do. Click OK. And you will notice here, successful transfers are right here. So also another way to know that, everything worked out fine, you can see here that everything was transferred successfully. And if anything fails, it will be in here. So that's how you know that, something failed. And if it does fail, just try to resend it or reconnect or restart your PlayStation, whatever. Anyway, that's all we're doing here. So I can click X on FileZilla, and that will also disconnect you from your PlayStation, of course. And now we are going to go back onto our PlayStation. All right, so now that we finished transferring everything from FileZilla onto our PlayStation, all you have to do, it is very simple to get the changes to take effect, is you have to restart the Springboard. And you do that just by entering your internet browser and clicking circle. And just like that, you can see all of the changes have saved. They've all been made here. I have the PlayStation Store and I have the Playroom. And as you can see, my library app is gone. The changes have all taken effect perfectly. And just like that, everything is all set. Now, like I mentioned, it is very easy to do, but I think you can understand how if you have applications installed and you were to revert to an old backup, it would mess things up. But at the end of the day, it is very, very easy to do. Anyway, I hope you guys found this tutorial useful and helpful. And as you can see right now, I am actually reverting back to my backup database file just to put the changes that I had initially back onto my PlayStation, just to show you how easy it is to revert back to your backup initially right after you're done experimenting with removing apps and seeing which ones you want to remove and which ones you want to keep. And again, it is super easy to do. Obviously, for the changes to take effect, again, just start the web browser, click circle, and the home screen will refresh and everything will be there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I would really appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe, and comment your thoughts or any questions you may have. This is currently my second video in my PlayStation 4 jailbreak tutorial series. There are many, many more videos to come. If you guys have any video ideas or any tutorials you would like to see me cover or topics you would like to see me cover, please let me know either in the comments or on Twitter, and I will be sure to get to them as soon as I can. I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.